ladies and gentlemen, and I'm delighted to say actually quite a number of young people here tonight. Good evening to you all, and the very warmest of welcomes to this official opening of the 2018 Moran Contemporary Photographic Prize exhibition. I'm Richard Moorcroft. It's my great pleasure to be here again this year and to welcome you all to Juniper Hall on behalf of the Moran Arts Foundation. Now, you might have noticed, by the way, that I said Moran Prize and Moran Arts Foundation. The family name is pronounced Moran, not Moran, which we often hear, so I hope that might be helpful. But first of all, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we meet, the Eora people of the Gadigal Nation, and pay my respects to their elders past and present. Now tonight we will be officially opening the exhibition, and of course the grand finale of the evening will be the announcement of the winner of this year's Moran Contemporary Photographic Prize, and we promise not to keep you waiting too long for that. The Moran Arts Foundation created the Doug Moran National Portrait Prize in 1998, and that very quickly became one of this nation's most prestigious art awards. Then in 2007, the Moran Contemporary Photographic Prize was introduced, and both prizes have, up until now, been presented together in October. But this year, for the first time, the Moran Contemporary Photographic Prize is being presented now in May, and interestingly, for the first time in the dark. And it's being given its own exhibition to recognise the independent significance of photography and to allow all of the photographic works of our finalists the opportunity to be seen really to best advantage within this wonderful exhibition space here. The Moran Contemporary Photographic Prize is now the richest photography prize in the country, offering $100,000 worth of prizes, including, of course, a $50,000 prize for the winning image. However, as I mentioned, there are a number of young faces in the crowd tonight because, first of all, this evening, we will announce the winners of the three categories in the Student Prize. And then after that, we will conclude with the winner of the Open Prize. So before we get underway with those presentations, it is a great pleasure to introduce to you the CEO of the Moran Arts Foundation and the Managing Director of the Moran Healthcare Group. A very warm welcome, please, for Peter Moran.
Good evening, everybody. On behalf of the Moran family, a number of us who are here tonight, namely Greta, Kerry, Barbara, Mark and myself, a very warm welcome to my great-great-great-grandfather's house, Juniper Hall. I would like to specifically also welcome Minister for the Arts, the Honourable Don Harwin, MLC. Our judges this year are the photographer and curator Cheryl Newman, photojournalist and photo editor John Jones, and also Australian documentary artist Raffaella Rosella. Unfortunately, Raffaella is unable to be with us tonight. She's due to have a baby if she hasn't had it already. However, our two world-famous judges from London are here, and I thank them both for the very long journey they made to be with us this morning. Thank you, Cheryl and John. The three judges viewed nearly 3,000 entries entered in the Moran Contemporary Photographic Prize, a mammoth task in itself, and narrowed their selection down to our 30 finalists. Many of our finalists are here this evening, and I would like to thank them for joining us tonight, and also thank everyone who entered the prizes this year. It was a very strong entry list, so thank you all the photographers. As well as announcing the winner of the Moran Contemporary Photographic Prize this evening, we will also reveal the winners of the Moran Contemporary Photographic Student Competition. The Moran Arts Foundation, among other things, organises school photography workshops, and this last year has been no exception, with more than 30 free workshops being conducted in schools all over Australia. Many of the photographs from the workshops are included in the Student Prizes finalist section, and a number of our student finalists are also with us this evening. Thank you. Our judges for the Student Prizes are Peter Edward, Nikki Jackson and Louise Whelan. I would personally like to thank them for all the work with regards to the workshops, as well as judging the student section of the Moran Contemporary Photographic Prize. So thank you to the three of you. I would finally like to thank those involved in making this evening's event happen, namely Jenny Dempsey, Kathy, Anne, Anita and Melanie, and also some of our head office team. So thank you all for helping this be what it is. I will now hand back to Richard and thank you all for supporting the Moran Arts Foundation and also the Moran Contemporary Photographic Prize. Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed, Peter. And as Peter mentioned, it is just great to hear about the success of those student photographic workshops all around the nation. And that really does help make the student section of this prize a particular source of pride for the Moran Arts Foundation. This year, over 10,000 photographs were entered for the student prize, and that's a prize which is open to young people all around Australia between the ages of 5 and 18. Now, as we just heard from Peter, the judges of the student competition are all well-known and very highly respected Australian photographers, Louise Whelan, Nikki Jackson and Peter Edward. And I'm delighted now to introduce Nikki Jackson to the stage to tell us just a little more about those student prizes and, of course, to announce the winners. So please welcome Nikki Jackson.
Thank you. So as has been introduced, I'm one of the student judges and also a workshop presenter for the Arts Foundation. And I'd like to talk a little bit first about the workshops, because I think the Moran Arts Foundation has really unleashed the power of the photo in over 1,000 schools around Australia so far. I think it's been running at least 8 years. And we've travelled from the smallest schools in Australia, with an enrolment of 1 in Cabramurra, New South Wales, to some of the largest schools in outback Queensland, being the Longreach School of Distance Education, which covers a very big geographical area. We have a team of 6 photographers that actually travel all over Australia, so we get into all the nooks and crannies and have a lot of fun. The students themselves learn the technical skills, but more importantly, they learn to engage in the art of visual storytelling. The workshop program has enormous benefits beyond this, and I was pleased to hear that the Minister of Arts is here tonight, because I think that art and health plays an important role in our youth today. So in the workshop program, in addition to photography and visual storytelling, through this process they also work together and develop an understanding and empathy for each other's point of view. They become more confident communicators through using a visual means. They include each other in the activities and they learn to connect with each other at a different level. I think these benefits are being increasingly recognised by policymakers in many sectors, including arts, health and education. And I think the door is opening wider for more meaningful arts and health programs in schools. So hopefully we see, obviously, the continuation of the Moran Arts Foundation program, but many more to emerge. I've got a couple of quotes from the schools. They give us feedback at the end of each workshop, and it's always really interesting to read what the students and teachers say. So I'll just read a couple out for you. So from Arimple South in Victoria, what an awesome day. This is from the teacher. All the students were engaged and had a wonderful day. We'd definitely love to do this again. From the student, I loved it. I was laughing the whole day. From Williamstown High School in Victoria, a Year 8 student, the workshop was a great experience for all the students. I enjoyed today and had so much fun. I bonded with my classmates. It was great. From Menangatang, I don't know if you've ever heard of Menangatang. It's in the wheat belt of Victoria, lots of those big silos that they're doing the silo art on. The teacher there, an excellent multi-age program that all of the students were fully engaged with. The wonderful photographs will be displayed. We're all proud of them and they'll celebrate the school's centenary. From the student, an awesome time. From Australind in Western Australia, the teacher, wow, unbelievable. Unbelievable that this great day is free for the students. Well done, Moran Arts Foundation. So I think on that note, that's a great commendation to the Arts Foundation. And I know that myself and the other workshop presenters regularly hear these comments, and it really is such a great credit to these guys for what they do. Now, I would like to announce the student winners. Obviously, the judging process is very difficult. We judge thousands of photographs and we have to narrow them down to 100 semi-finalists and then 25 finalists and then one winner from each of the 4 sections, which is the primary section and then Year 7 and 8 and Year 9 and 10 combined and Year 11 and 12. So it's a very difficult process because with each image we want to acknowledge the idea and the visual story that they are telling, as well as the technical effort that the student's making and the voice within that student, the message that they're trying to get across. So taking all of those things into account, and obviously the theme of the competition, which is contemporary life in Australia, I think we have a very difficult task because a lot of the images that we are judging are such high quality, you really wouldn't know they're students doing this work, and the ideas are great. So it's a credit to all the students that enter the competition and that are judged as a semi-finalist or finalist, and yeah, the ones that have made it through to the finals and winners tonight. So for the Years 7 and 8, the primary school, by the way, they have no one winner. They all the finalists receive a camera, which is very exciting to them. So for Years 7 and 8 winner, I would like to announce that Luca Johns is our winner of that section. The winner of the Year 9 and 10 section is Noah Dawson. And last but not least, the winner of the Year 11 and 12 section is Claire Herbert. Okay, so to finish off that presentation, I think if we give a big round of applause to our 3 student winners.
Yes, huge congratulations to Luca Johns, Noah Dawson and Claire Herbert, and as they leave the balcony here, please do give them another big round of applause. Great achievement. And now to the announcement of the winner of the 2018 Moran Contemporary Photographic Prize. And as Peter mentioned just a little earlier, the 3 judges are photographer and curator Cheryl Newman, photojournalist and photo editor John Jones, and Australian documentary artist Rafaela Rosella. Now, they have had a very challenging and very professionally exacting task, so let's once again show them their appreciation for the job they've had to do.
Very exciting to be here. In 1977, the photographic theorist Susan Sontag wrote, Nobody ever discovered ugliness through photographs, but many through photographs have discovered beauty. Firstly, I'd like to thank the Moran family, who are such generous hosts and warm, for bringing John and I to Sydney and sharing its delights with us once again. It's my second visit to this wonderful city, and I'm absolutely smitten and actually close to cancelling my return flight. Photography has been my life for the past 30 years, and I've witnessed many changes, both professionally and more personally, when documenting the lives of my friends and family. The family album is stored on a hard drive, and we have a phone in our pocket ever ready to capture history in the making. Photography is a universal medium, and I believe it is the language of this contemporary age. I continue to trust in its power of witness and advocacy. The Moran Contemporary Photographic Prize is important because it allows Australian artists to reflect, document, and comment on Australian contemporary life. As judges, we are privileged to first witness Australia through their eyes. Judging the prize is both an honour and a journey of discovery. John, Rafaela, and I look closely at 3,000 photographic entries. John and I, very much through an outsider's gaze, supported by Rafaela's deeper understanding of the events being represented, which was very, very important. During this process, we begin to understand the complexities of contemporary life within this country. Australia has a powerful photographic community, and with such rich entries and 3 strong-minded judges, one with a baby on the way, choosing a winner became a process of negotiation, reflection, and much debate. The photographs in the exhibition are exceptional. It's a diverse mix of portrait, documentary storytelling, and includes perceptive, artful comments on news, the environment, gender, youth, race, and disability. There are photographs that offer a glimpse into intimate moments of family life and also a broader community. I am delighted that almost half of the photographers in the exhibition are women, and that should be celebrated. Okay, so I think this might be a very good point to reveal the winner. Although there was much debate, shall I call it, we were unanimous in choosing James Bugg's authentic portrait, Zach, that so beautifully articulates life on the fringes of Australian society, of the winner of the Moran Contemporary Photographic Prize for 2018. Well done. We would also like to congratulate the exceptional photographs by both Isabella Moore and Matthew Abbott, whose work, The Significance of Ceremony and Wrestlers Cooling Off, respectively, was highly commended. The Moran's family, the family's continued support and enthusiasm for photography through this remarkable prize should be applauded. The award offers both the amateur and the professional the opportunity to comment on the stories that need to be told, the injustices that need to be revealed, and to celebrate what makes Australia a very place to live and work. I'm very proud to have judged this award, as I know is John. Delighted to have spent time in this beautiful city. This year's prize has produced an exceptional exhibition and further enlightened me to Australia's diversity. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much indeed, Cheryl, and of course, congratulations all round. We did just want to try and take the opportunity, just going back very briefly to the student prizes. We mentioned Claire Herbert, Noah Dawson and Luca Johns, but we thought we'd also mention where they've come from, because there is some geographic diversity in that. And I'm hoping in mentioning Claire Herbert's hometown that I actually pronounce it correctly, because I'm not sure. I think it's Urungilly or Urungilly in New South Wales. And so it's good to know that that's home for Claire. Noah Dawson is from Newcastle in New South Wales, and Luca Johns is from Montmorency in Victoria. So congratulations once again to all of them, and once again, great to know that those workshops all around Australia have had such a wonderful effect. And now that we've announced our winner for 2018, and of course congratulations again to James Bugg, it is my pleasure officially now to declare open the Moran Contemporary Photographic Prize exhibition. Now, the exhibition actually runs until the 27th of May. It's open Thursday to Sunday from 10 in the morning till 4 in the afternoon. And this year, very excitingly, it's actually part of the Head-On Photo Festival. As well, indeed, I'm sure there's a lot of lovely crossover here tonight. So as well as the Moran exhibition, you can also view head-on exhibitions right here at Juniper Hall from photographers Garrett Hansen and Daniel Gonsalves. So do try to make sure that you take the opportunity to explore those exhibitions too while you're here this evening. And just in case you'd like to go and have a look in the days to come, there are some more great head-on photographic displays just up the road, virtually across the road in the Paddington Reservoir Gardens, and of course many more around different parts of Sydney. But throughout May, we do encourage you to return to Juniper Hall on Sunday afternoons for a series of talks with 4 of our 2018 finalists. That's April Ward, Simon Hasnet, Sarah Malone and Marianne Aboud. So do enjoy those. Do enjoy having a good look at the exhibition if you haven't now already. I should actually mention that many of the works in the Moran Contemporary Photographic Prize exhibition are for sale. So if you're interested, please do just have a word with Arts Foundation staff if you're interested in potentially making a purchase. Thank you again, all of you, and it's great to see such a wonderful turnout tonight. Thank you all for joining us this evening. Please do stay, enjoy the exhibitions and the fine company and hospitality, and once again, heartiest of congratulations to all our finalists and our winners this evening. Thank you.